Good evening and thank you for choosing NBC5 News at 6. I'm Andrea Boyd. Addiction can affect anyone, no matter their place in life, their background, age, and more. And as part of our If Not Now, When campaign, NBC5 is joining other organizations to shed light on the impacts of opiates and how help is available. NBC5's Maximus Osborne is live in studio and spoke with the Josephine County Deflection Coordinator, who has a comeback story of her own. Maximus.
Andrea, in her role, Jordan Gerfen finds herself face-to-face with people struggling with addiction, and for over a decade of her life, she was in their very same shoes. She says it's her lived experience that helps her understand and connect with people as they work toward breaking their addiction.
And it's about meeting somebody where they're at and never passing judgment.
As the Josephine County Deflection Coordinator, Jordan Gerfen helps those struggling with addiction take the steps to recovery. She helps refer people to community resources like ADAPT, On Track, or Choices.
The purpose of it is so people aren't entering the criminal justice system, and ultimately we want to get them help because we know incarceration isn't always the answer.
Gerfen says she's able to connect and meet people where they're at because she's been where they're at.
Well, I am somebody that identifies as being in long-term recovery from addiction.
For around 13 years, she struggled with opioids. Heroin was her drug of choice.
I reached a place of being homeless, constantly couch hopping, even having to sleep in parks.
Gerfen tells me she didn't fit the stereotypical bill of someone who was struggling with addiction. But as she says, addiction does not discriminate.
I grew up in a household that, was very loving and supportive. I had really good role models around me, and I played sports. I got really good grades.
After run-ins with law enforcement and spiraling, she finally got help through peer support programs, which she says was key to her recovery.
Addiction is a very lonely thing. Coming into that program and I felt like I no longer was alone, and I didn't have to do this alone either.
Gerfen started as a sobering tech at the Sobering Center, but worked her way up to her role with the county. Since December, she's worked alongside law enforcement and addiction treatment resources to help people with the struggles she's all too familiar with.
Today, my life just has so much meaning. I wake up every day with purpose, I have freedom, and I've gained all these tools and strength to overcome whatever life throws at me.
Gerfen tells me one of the most important things to note is that people struggling with addiction are just that, people, and they're worthy of redemption. If you or anyone you know in Josephine County is in need of being connected to services, the Grants Pass Sobering Center is located at 1010 Southwest Foundry Street. Walk-ins are welcome 24/7. Live in studio, Maximus Osborne, NBC5 News.